Welcome back to another episode of Who You Are. I'm your host, Abdurrahman Al-Sahaf, and I'm super pleased to announce that today I have Bahrain's finest RJ, MC, and media personality, Ali Dawood, in the building. How's it going, man?
Big up!
I was waiting for the big up.
We have to start it off with a big up.
But I don't want to do it. I want you to do it first.
No, but see, you probably do it better now.
Big up,
now
big up.
The people do it. We leave that legacy behind, so people
That
start
is
to do it.
definitely true. How are you doing, Ali?
Good, Rista. First of all, thanks for having me. Thank you, of course, and thanks to the team, the great team that you have out here. I remember getting this call and telling me, Ali, we'd like to have you on this podcast.
Right.
And it's such an honor and a pleasure to be on this podcast, you know, seeing what you guys have done out of the studio, seeing everything that is coming along. So I think it's going to be an interesting one.
It will be interesting. It will be for sure. And first and foremost, I just want to thank you personally for everything you've done for the culture, for the legacy, and for the music that keeps on moving.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We try as much as we can.
Oh, you're being humble.
I think it's all blessings, to be honest with you. You know, these are things that sometimes you don't choose in life.
Yeah.
But as you move along, I think you get these opportunities and you make the best out of them.
Right.
And thank God, I think I was successful at doing that.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
And talking maybe a bit way back in the day when you first started, you first picked up your microphone, you first picked up the DJ decks.
True.
Who would you say inspired your career path?
First of all, I would like to start off by I don't want to focus only on being just an RJ and somebody who came to the studio or talk about, because everybody knows in Bahrain that Ali took this job as a passion. It was something I loved, something I wanted to do. But it's not that. I have a full-time job. I look at other things as well for the community, for things around the culture, like you said, you know, working with professional corporate companies.
Right.
And I would say the person that really inspired me in my life is my father, Allah rahmah, rest his soul in peace. I think parents play a major role in life, and my father was somebody who was humble. He started off, I always say he was a poor man, he lived a poor life, but he left the legacy behind. He worked as a tailor, he took that job. He was a very hard worker when it came to that.
Yeah.
Then he decided to open his own place where he gained the hearts of the people. People came along, and some big names in Bahrain went over and, you know, appreciated what he did. Before, you know, we get all these suits being sold everywhere for 10, 20 BD in the market. But he was a professional kind of guy. He dedicated his life to his job. He built us on these simple things in life, because when you are built on simple things in life, such as simplicity, the morals, the principles, you basically are built different.
Right.
And thanks to him, Allah rahmah, we keep that legacy. We always remember him in our prayers and thoughts. And for me, definitely, it's my dad. I love him. He's done so much to keep me on my feet, to get me where I am. And that's the person I really look up to, because he's my mentor. He's my, you know, school. He's everything to me.
That is beautiful. And you mentioned something about these key foundations, that these key core principles that help chisel you and make you essentially built different and ready for whatever life has to offer.
Very true. Very true.
That is amazing. And I see that within you, even on a human interaction level.
Thank you so much, Rista. Thanks a lot.
That's awesome. And this is a bit of a tangent, but I really want to ask, who's one fictional character that you swear is a copy of you?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I feel like when I look at Van Damme, I like his movies. He is the guru when it comes to action movies. Van Damme is somebody we all grew up to, and he's still solid. You know, he's I think he's in his 60s now, and what I like about Van Damme is he was married 5 times. And he went through a lot in his life, and he got into different things in life, and he managed to come out of it and to continue his life and to still succeed in what he did. And then he became Hollywood's very own guru when it comes to action movies. You know, everybody wants him in his movies. Just saying his name, and although I think he had a bipolar kind of problem, where when he wakes up in the morning, the sky is blue, but he sees it black. He sees it dark, and then he he was sad, you know, he was always sad, and he had to overcome that as well.
Yeah.
So we don't know actually what's going on in people's lives until we actually go deep into people's lives. And I like that about him because he has proved to the world that he is solid at what he does, and
sure.
definitely one of my favorite
That-
action characters when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot of different layers, I think, that, go on in people's lives. And we don't necessarily know because we see what the media portrays or what we have
Correct.
access to. But, being in the industry, I'm sure that, you're also aware that there's so many different things. There's so many different ins and outs.
Yes.
But that is a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It beats, my answer was Donald Duck. So it's not as cool as yours.
No, but to be honest with you, some people tell me you look like Qadam Sahar.
All
They
right.
used to compare me to Qadam Sahar.
You know what? I kind of see that.
And to be honest with you, Qadam Sahar is an Arabic artist from Iraq that we all look up to.
Yeah.
We love what he does. His voice is so soft to the heart and to the ear. So when you listen to him, it kind of takes you away to places. And up to today, somebody who I really want to meet, inshallah, if I get a chance to meet him, is definitely somebody like Qadam Sahar. All the respect and love going out to him.
You guys would make some cool music together, man.
I'll just say big up in the background and he'll be doing his
man.
music.
Imagine that dance
Yeah.
hall going into Kalamazoo, Afrobeat. That would be fire. And in your opinion, right, what I really want to ask is, who's the most surprising person, it could be anyone, that you've been starstruck by? Someone that you met, it could be through your work, it could be through the music, that
True.
you're like, wow.
True. So, like Rista, I've been on the urban soundtracks with the Radio Bahrain, our very own English station, 96.5, for a long time now. I was lucky. I had the green light to bring in any artist that came to Bahrain into the studio with me. And I was lucky, or I could say struck by two artists I bought. First of all, a big salute to our very own Majid Al-Masqati,
Yeah.
which I believe you also were in the studio when he came in. Majid Al-Masqati is a Bahraini boy who left Bahrain. He went off, to study outside Bahrain,
Yeah.
and now is a name that's recognized, Majid Jordan. Everybody loves him. His music is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's amazing. He makes us so proud to say that this is our homeboy,
For sure.
And because you were very close. You were close to the last period when they came to Bahrain.
For sure.
So Majid Masqati, when he came to Bahrain, I realized that over the years, I worked at the circuit for 10 years
Yeah.
at the Bahrain International Circuit, and his mom was my boss.
Okay.
So that was a time that, I realized that the world is small. We live in such a small community. And his mom is a wonderful lady. He comes from a great family. And it's things like this. Another time was when I met D12.
Right.
And D12, we all know, is the best American hip-hop band that was formed in 1996. And the leader was Eminem.
Yeah.
And we all know, and the concert recently in Bahrain, we all know what level Eminem's on.
Right.
But those guys, Kanaiva and Swifty McVeigh, I built such a good relationship with them when they came to Bahrain. They came into the studio. The energy, the power of hip hop that they brought along is different. And and this is where I see we as Bahrainis are able to be on that level because they felt very comfortable. They opened up to us.
Yeah.
And, we have people so talented like yourself and other Bahrainis in Bahrain who are very capable of running this kind of market and shows. And those are moments.
No, those are two very, very solid examples.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good memories, I think. So, yeah, that's what I can remember as of now.
I'm sure there's much more that'll come later.
There is.
But that's cool. You've been navigating so many different spaces within the arts, within the culture. And I want to slow down for a moment and talk about life.
Yeah.
Who gave you the best advice you've ever received, and what was it?
Again, I think the best advice always comes from the parents. My father, he told me, Ali, any decision you make it with good intentions.
Yeah.
Always go in with good intentions. You work for people, You know, you want to do the best for people, and you do what pleases God.
Right. Wow, that's
Kanye,
beautiful.
Kanye Good, he used to tell me this advice: do what pleases God. So
Yeah.
ask yourself the question: does this step gonna please God, or is it not? It's as simple as that, because you've been built on that. So it's simple for me to answer it and go for the next step. And if it didn't, you simply walk away.
Yeah.
You don't need it, because you don't need something that doesn't please God,
Right.
in my opinion.
100%.
And I think and I went with that, to be honest with you. I went with that and I moved along, and doors were opening.
Yeah.
So when you do the right thing, when it pleases God, doors will open.
Yeah, the right things come to you
They will,
from the blessings.
you will see it. If door shuts, a window will open.
For sure.
If and it keeps going.
Yeah.
So that's something I really, really, it got stuck in my head. I lived with it, and what am I today? 43. I think I've done good things
For sure.
in life, to be recognized and to be given this. And these are opportunities given by God. Not everybody gets them.
True.
When they called Ali Dawood and said, Ali, you're going to be running the urban soundtracks. Out of how many people?
Yeah.
Why did they choose me?
This is all blessings.
It's all
that
a
come by
blessing,
your life.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of thought that we have to. I'm not saying you should work hard, you should be dedicated, you should prove to a point that you're different, you're the guy that's capable, you're the one that you should work towards it. But that's the max you can do.
Yep.
You can't enforce it on people.
That's
You
true.
can't force people to love you. You can't tell them, look at me, I'm here. No.
Yeah.
If they don't see you, they don't see you.
100%.
So that was the thing I worked with all my life.
No, for sure. That's definitely a nice mantra to have, and being able to be within that positive mindset, knowing that you'll do your best, and as long as you please God, then everything else will come.
Everything
your way.
else will come, definitely, 100%.
Ali, I want to ask you a very, very important question right now.
It seems like they're all very important.
This is very important. This is crucial.
Yeah.
I want you to pick a number between 1 to 3.
Oh, so we're playing games now,
Something like that.
huh? Okay. I think I'll go with 3.
You'll go with 3.
I'll go with 3.
That is a wise choice.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to read you TV or movie quotes.
Oh, sheesh, I'm terrible. You should call my brother for that.
Really?
My brother works on.
Okay.
He works in the cinema, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so it's his field.
Well,
It's okay.
Well, hopefully his inspo will rub off on you.
Maybe we can get the team to edit it later, and I'll get tips from my brother.
We'll see about that. All right. I want you to guess where these quotes are from. All right. I'll give you some hints.
I can tell you from now. Just tell the audience I'm not the best at this. Okay, you guys need to help me on this.
Just a little disclaimer.
Okay.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Godfather.
It is The Godfather. Yeah, you got that
Big
right.
up, big up.
You're 1 for 1 right now.
All right. Okay.
The second one is To Infinity and Beyond.
Oh, who I used to love that when I was a kid. To Infinity.
Yeah, that's
and
Toy
Beyond.
Story.
Toy Story. Yeah, that's part 1, I think.
Yeah, I think it's from Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, because we're like still going on with Toy Story. I think
There's
there's
so
like
many
part
different
7
ones.
now.
Yeah.
It's like Fast and the Furious.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Where the music?
It involves a factory of some sort.
Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka, mate. Big up.
You got the accent on point.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times.
This must be Batman or Spider-Man or something.
It's something. If one only remembers to turn on the light.
Marvel.
It's not Marvel.
No.
It involves a kid who used to wear glasses.
Harry Potter.
It was Harry
The
Potter.
guy who was still looking for his ring.
I think so. It was
No, that's the Lord of the Rings.
It was a prisoner of Azkaban, to be specific. But your knowledge is not bad.
Because I'm on that level. You give me the kiddies movies, so I'm still good. Wait
Or
until
are
you
you
get to
asking me
the
to amp it up now?
If you go to the adults, I think I'll know nothing about them.
All right, okay, cool. I'll ask you one now. The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
That's actually a good one.
It is.
I think run from it. Don't hang on to it. That's my advice. But yeah,
I'll give you a hint. Speaking of run from it, if you saw this animal in real life, you'd probably want to run from it. And that animal has the name in the title.
spider.
No, it's not a spider. It's something very grand. Whenever you say it's a scary animal, you're talking about this one. Starts with a L.
Animal. Lion.
Yeah.
Lion.
Okay. Yeah.
Lion King.
There you go.
Oh.
Lion King. You got that right.
Simba.
Yeah. Hey, actually, you're not that bad at this.
Well, you give me the tips, man.
Hey, look. I just help you out, but you
I
seal
think
the
we
deal.
make a good team, huh?
We do, man. We do. Okay. Now we're moving on to something that I really want to ask you here.
Yeah.
You're not a musician. You're not a RJ. You're not a broadcaster.
Okay.
You wake up famous in another industry. What are you now?
I think I'd do a podcast.
A podcast.
Yeah.
So you'd still be kind of involved in the sphere, but a bit different.
I think I'd do a podcast, and I think I know what kind of podcast I would do.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little hint. So I'd call it the Big Up Podcast with Ali Dawood. So when you come in, you have to big up the audience.
Oh,
and
right.
then we go into it. But you know, the only worry is for the haters, they might take the idea. So I'll keep it as a secret.
That's what I was gonna say, right? I was thinking of the logo right
But that's
now.
actually something I was thinking about. And, I had a few people talk to me about, and I don't know if I want to do it or I don't want to do it, but I think it would work well. I think it would work nice. I think podcast is something people are interested in at
for
the moment,
sure.
especially if it's an interesting topic and
Yeah.
if you get the right people to, it's interesting to know people's lives.
Speaking of podcasts,
Yeah.
let's say you're hosting a late night show.
Okay.
All right, so it's the late night show with Ali Dawood.
Okay.
Who's your dream first guest and why?
Oh, definitely would be an artist,
Yeah.
and I'd have Chris Brown.
Okay.
Chris Brown is the best R&B male artist. He is the best dancer,
Yeah.
the best performer. His energy on the stage, Rista, my God, it's unbelievable. You sit there, you watch the show for about 2 hours, and you're like, whoa, this guy, what's he on?
Yeah.
He goes off and on, back on the stage, his dance moves, the crew that he has with him. So definitely Chris Brown is somebody I would definitely would love. I saw him perform live.
Oh, really?
And I'd love to have him on a show with me.
That
He
would
is
be a nice segment.
everybody that knows Ali Dawood knows that his favorite artist
Is Chris Brown?
is Chris Brown.
I love that. I think he's an interesting artist because a lot of the people that dance and sing, it's either they can do one or the other, but
Yeah.
he's a good example of
Yeah.
someone that can do both.
Yeah, I mean, he is that generation, Usher, Chris Brown. There's still that competition going on between these people.
Yeah.
Because if you know, the 80s generation and stuff. Those guys were our idols back. We looked at them and really it's You Got It Bad, Chris Brown's
Classics.
music.
Yeah.
It's all these kind of stuff that we had to play in concerts or in parties and stuff like that. And good old days, honestly. But again, yeah, Chris Brown, definitely.
Hands
I'd love
down.
to have him on a show. His energy, what he brings forward to. I don't know what he's on, but definitely one of the favorite artists.
I can't wait to see that segment come to life one day.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
If
You
it
could-
does, yeah.
It will. I have a good
Inshallah,
feeling.
Inshallah.
You can only take 3 items to a desert island. What specific things are you bringing, and what are the reasons behind choosing them?
Wow. I'm going to be a bit serious on this one.
Okay.
Okay, because everyone knows Ali, knows he is a diabetic patient.
Okay.
So I have diabetes. I'm too sweet.
I mean, hey, I knew that before that.
I'm too sweet. So my pancreas doesn't freeze insulin.
Okay.
So I have to inject myself with insulin, and I live on insulin. So the first thing I need to take to the desert in order to survive is my insulin.
Okay.
And automatically, when you take insulin, you have to take something else with you, which is food. Because
right.
if your insulin,
Yeah, yeah.
if your sugar drops, you need to eat the food. And then the third thing is I'd probably take my phone just to stay in touch with the outside world.
I like
If
that.
there is
Signal.
signal in the desert.
You'd hope so, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. And you can instantly master any skill. Like right now, you can just download a skill of your choice. What skill would that be?
A skill. I don't know, to be honest with you.
For me, it would be like football, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I love football. Football plays a major part in my life. I play football 3 times a week. I love it because it involves people. It
Right.
involves
It's
a
like
team.
community kind
Yeah,
of
it
thing.
involves a team. It involves communicating, and I always feel like it's something that I can do well and I enjoy doing it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's a bit of sports as
I'd
well.
like to see a football. I gotta play a football match against you one day.
We should do
what,
that.
What position
yeah.
do you play?
Yeah, we should get the whole team here. Actually, the radio, they used to play.
Right.
The guys on the radio and TV, we used to play once a week.
Really?
Yeah, and you should see how these guys play. They take it quite serious.
What are the
One guy's
scores
leg
like?
is hanging, and one guy's. So yeah, they're off for like 1 month. One guy's broken his ankle.
Oh
One guy,
wow.
Yeah, but they're quite good as well. So
Fair
shout
enough.
out to the guys here.
Yeah, for sure. And you just won $1 million right now, cash. I'm
Yeah.
talking instantly in your account.
Yeah.
What's your first outrageous purchase?
Honestly, I never thought of something like this.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I think I would do something for charity.
I love that.
You
Yeah.
know, especially that I've been diagnosed with diabetes for a long time.
Mhm.
I feel like I can add a lot.
Yeah.
So I definitely, $1 million is big. Is a lot of money. So, you know, do something on the side for diabetes and try to help
Spread
those who are in
awareness.
need. And
Yeah.
and you know, and even if we opened like a school or something like that, you know,
Mhm.
where we educate people and stuff like that. But definitely something for charity
I
with
love-
diabetes.
I love your answers, Ali, because you're the perfect combination of fun but also in tune with life.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
combination is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and that's the blessing.
Yeah.
I think that comes with Ali Dawood. I think so. I'm blessed. If you could tell me to go back and to remove something from your life, I wouldn't remove anything.
I do want to go back, but I don't want to go back for that reason.
But I wouldn't. I'm just saying before you go to that
Yeah.
point, I wouldn't remove anything. I
Yeah.
enjoyed every single thing I went through in life, whether it was hard or easy.
Mm-hmm.
But it made me who I am today.
And that's exactly why I want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to say you're given a chance to give advice to your younger self.
Yeah.
What is it that you would tell Ali, let's say 20 or 30 years ago?
And that's the thing. I don't think I would change anything about if I had to go back to myself. But what I would say for today, and anybody who's listening to us or watching us today, I would say the world is changing quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't expect things to. I know it's changing quick, but don't expect things to be done quick.
Yeah.
You have to be patient. Okay. We went through so much to get to where we want to. It didn't come easy at all. But prove a point. Be there available. Be ready for changes, because changes are happening every day, and those changes are, whether they're to the better or the worse, it all depends on how you align with them. And look at life positively always, because there's no point of looking at it in a negative way,
Yeah.
because that's just you affecting yourself.
For sure.
And nobody around, you know, everybody around you just continues. It's you that's going to be slowing down and looking at things in a negative way, you know.
Yeah.
So the more positive you are, the more you're ready for change, the more you prove a point, the more you're there.
Mhm.
I think the more you have a chance of making it big.
That is definitely true. But there is something else that we have more of.
Wow.
It is
This is-
more of the games.
Oh, wow.
I want you to
I
pick
hope-
a number this time.
I hope I'm not as bad as the first one.
No, the first one you did quite
We
good.
did well?
I think,
Okay.
yeah, you got like what?
So what's the gift after this? Do I get anything?
You get my happiness and my presence in your
That's
life.
enough. That's
Is
enough.
that enough? Okay, cool. I'll work on an add-on. So the numbers are from 1 to 4.
Okay, so I think we went with 3. I think we'll go with 1.
We'll go with 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll need your phone. Oh, you'll need your phone for this, because what you need to do is read comments from your social media.
Man, you could get me in trouble on this. Man. You could really get me in trouble.
I'll narrow it down to, let's say, 3 comments.
All right, let me see.
I have a feeling we're gonna get some interesting ones here.
No, I don't know whether I should be looking at a post or should be looking at. Okay, so this is interesting. So I'm supposed to be getting some merchandise from
Okay.
the D12 guys.
Right.
Everybody knows who D12
Yeah.
is. You know, the group that was formed, the American hip hop group
Mm-hmm.
that was formed back in 1996. One of the best hip hop groups ever,
For sure.
Detroit, Michigan. And I got my man Kanaiva, who came to Bahrain. He was a guest of mine on the studio.
Yeah.
And this has been going on for like 3-4 months.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be getting a merchandise from them. They were going to send me some merchandise.
Right.
And it never came to Bahrain.
Yeah.
For some reason, it got stuck somewhere. But the good news is, so we're traveling to the States this summer.
Okay.
And the last message, I told them that I'm coming to Dearborn. I'll be there from this specific date.
Mhm.
And he wrote, "Oh, that's super dope. So let's meet up and let me show you around."
There
So
you go.
I think that's something that's quite cool. I'm really excited and I look forward for that.
I think no one else could give you a better tour of Detroit.
I agree,
You went to the right
100%.
person.
I just hope I don't go into the wrong turns.
I
You know,
know, I'm
there.
sure you'll be good.
So
I'm
yeah,
sure of
so
that.
that's one of that, and then maybe I could do this one here. Yeah, just a picture of me and my daughter. There's so many good comments from people. You know, like it's like God bless you and your family, God protect you.
Mhm.
You know, people are really showing love on Instagram.
That's
you know,
amazing.
I gotta say, I gotta be honest. There's not much, or there's no really negative comments
Yeah.
that I've ever got on Instagram. And I don't know if people have it and they don't want to face me with it, but
Mhm.
definitely, you know, people have been a blessing to me.
That's amazing.
I think my circle is great.
Right.
I'm quite picky when it comes to that as well,
Mhm.
because I like to, you know,
Be
have
selective about the people that
100%.
you're around and the energy that you bring in.
100%, because
Yeah.
I think that also helps the peace of mind that you live in, you know, all that kind of stuff.
For sure. And speaking of the energy in your day to day, are you someone who thrives on chaos or do you prefer things planned out?
Um, I think planned out.
Planned out.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you appear better. You know, like something like this. You know, I don't know. I didn't know it was hitting me. You know,
Yeah.
you're surprising me on every single question. But I think if I had planned for this, I think probably the answers would have even
Oh,
been
your answers
more
are
smooth.
polished, Ali. Come on now. It was great.
But like definitely planned out.
Yeah.
Because if you want to go for a job interview, you got to be ready. You got to
Mhm.
be. You got to have back, like every time an artist comes to the studio, I always look back at his history and I
You
look
study
I
things.
study things, and
Mhm.
because that's how you can relate with
For
people.
sure.
And if you don't do that, and then that's how you look different as well.
Mm.
Just imagine you being in a line at work and the guests saying hi to everyone, and then you look at the guest in the eye and you say, I like that moment when you did this specific thing.
Yeah, it makes
And
you
then
stand
he
out.
relates to you and he's like, whoa, this guy knows something
He knows
about
his
me.
stuff, right?
And that's it. He puts you in his head. That's where you know that this guy is, you know,
Mhm.
connected
In
with you.
tune
That's
and is
it.
connected for sure.
And that's what makes you different.
Yeah. And would you say, or are you still in touch with your childhood best friend? What is his name and how is he special, if you
This
are?
is special, but I mean, this is. It's difficult because you know you leave out a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've had so many good friends from childhood, and we're still in touch, and we still go out.
Mhm.
But do I have to be specific?
Yeah. I'd say
Okay.
give me like you can give me 3 if you want.
No, I'll you know, I have a friend called Ramin.
Okay.
Yeah, Ramin. He's a good friend of mine. We grew up together since we're kids. I grew up in their house. His mom's English,
Mhm.
and I grew up in the house, and he used to come over as well. And you know, he grew up in our house, and my sisters taught him Arabic, a lot of Arabic.
Oh wow.
And yeah, they were a bit nutcases when it came down to Arabic. So my sisters went through a lot of hard work on them. But he was always there for me, like when I needed, and I was there for him if he needed as well. And we kind of clicked quickly, you know.
Yeah,
We
chemistry
have
was there.
yeah, we have the same kind of mindset, and we have the similar thinking patterns, you know. Some things we don't agree on, but some things definitely we click, you know,
Yeah.
like there's no tomorrow.
Speaking of clicking,
Yeah.
do you click with animals?
Not a big fan, to be honest with you, of pets
Because
and animals.
my question is, are you the kind of person who talks to pets like they're people?
To be honest with you, I've never had. Actually, I did have a dog ages ago, but no, I'm not. You know, for me, I don't have time to have a.
Oh, right.
You know, I
hear
don't
you.
think.
Yeah.
I think to have a pet or an animal, you need time.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It's a responsibility, you know. It's like adding a new member to the family, and I honestly don't have that time.
Yeah.
You know, and if I wanted to have a pet, probably I would.
Yeah. Would it
Because
be a dog? Or would it be a cat?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe a parrot.
A parrot? Nothing wrong with that. Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's. I mean, if I ever do think that will come, well, I need to think about that quite deeply.
I
to be
hear you.
honest with
I hear you. And are you someone who handles public embarrassment well, or would you say that you panic? Do you have any particular memory in mind when you were faced with something that might have been a bit embarrassing, and how did you deal with it?
No, see, I don't think I panic
Yeah.
because I am an MC
Mm-hmm.
and I like people and I like to communicate and I like dealing with humans. I think humans are blessings of life. They make you rise and they drop you down.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how you turn up to them and how you show up to them. And I've done a lot of events with different organizations in Bahrain, different companies, and they never. Some of the companies didn't give me a layout of what they want. They maybe gave me a glimpse
So you need
of
to
what
do your
they.
things yourself.
So what I did is I created that atmosphere instead of to be able to do that, to run an event. I don't think you worry about panicking because you're all. If everybody is aware of when to do things at the right time, then you're all on the same signal, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just things start flowing, you know.
Right.
And then once things start flowing and you start getting the best out of people, just like you and me, you know, you're flowing things now on this podcast. People are just feeling like it doesn't feel like we're spending how long have we been now?
I don't even know.
We don't know because
Yeah.
time is just passing, you know.
Right.
So I think that's all plays everything in there plays a major role.
For sure. And speaking of flow, that was an absolute amazing flow. And I really, really appreciate your time and being
Thanks,
on this.
Rista.
I think I learned a lot about you as a character, and I'm sure everyone else would agree the same.
No, definitely. Thank you again. You told me this is going on the English channel, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So thanks again to everybody that's working behind this channel. To be able to create and to come up with new things. Much respect and love to the whole team, because you keep trying, you keep doing things, you keep doing new things, and then eventually it gets you to the goal that you want to get to. And again, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
It's been an honor to be here on this podcast, and I'm looking forward to see it.
For sure, for sure. That was Ali Dawood, popularly known from Urban Soundtracks. He is more than an RJ, more than an MC and a broadcaster. He is a phenomenal person who's contributed a lot to the culture of Bahrain. Stay tuned for the next episode. I'm your host, Abdurrahman Sahaf.